Hi, my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Books and Beaches. So, in old Books and Beaches style, and by I mean old, like a year ago, if I'm sitting at my desk, that usually means I'm doing some sort of book tag. And since I'm going on vacation next week, and I'm going to be gone for like 12 days or something. I have two different trips. I have a camping trip planned, and then I have a girls' trip planned. So it is going to be a while before I can sit down and film. And if you've been here for a while, you know I love a good tag video. And I love searching through all the different tag videos. And some of my favorites are ones that I can just kind of answer off the fly because I think you get the most honest answers from me. So I thought that would be something fun to do today, so that I still have videos going up while I'm going to be gone. So the one that I picked today is, I have found this website. It's ZZ with Books. That has a bunch of different book tags on it. It's so amazing. But the one that I found today is the What Makes Me Pick Up a Book tag. So, and of course, I'm looking on here. I will hopefully be able to find who wrote this one. It looks like it was created by Wonderfully Bookish. So I'll make sure to link them below and give them credit. But I saw these questions and I just thought they were kind of fun. So I haven't really thought about my answers to these questions. I just kind of scrolled through quick to make sure it was something I would be interested in. And yeah, let's just go ahead and check them out. So it says, do you judge a book by its cover? Yeah, a little bit. I just filmed a book haul and, even just looking through the books, like there are ones that I probably pick up over others just because the cover attracts me more than others. And I do the same thing, like if I am looking through at the library at school, especially with YA and middle grade, like I want a cover that I think looks interesting, and I would be less likely to pick it up if I don't like the cover, unless I've heard something about it from somebody else. So, yeah. All right. Focusing on just the cover, what attracts you to pick it up? That's an even harder question. As I look at my shelves, like the first one I see here, I am a sucker for anything like beachy or tropical. Now granted, this is an author for me, but any sort of beachy scene, I'm gonna pick that one up. I think when it comes to my mysteries and thrillers, I want something a little bit more basic, like this is the first one I spot, but even like Razor Blade Tears, this is pretty simple, but it's colorful, so it grabs my attention. The title's really big, but there's nothing like messy or distracting about it. So I don't know, I think I am much more like simplistic in what I like to pick. So, and I mean, even I bought this one purely because I wanted this pretty cover. So yeah, bright colors, they definitely catch my attention. All right. Do you read the synopsis first or prefer to go in without knowing anything about the book? This depends on the genre. So typically with my thrillers, I kind of like to know as little as possible because, and I know many other booktubers have talked about this, I think you can be spoiled for books if you read too much of the synopsis. Other ones, I want to know what I'm getting into. A lot of times with my romance books, like I want to know what I'm getting into because if it's a trope that I just can't stand, like insta-love, I more than likely won't pick it up. So it depends on the genre. All right. Do you have any auto-buy authors whose books you will always buy even without knowing anything about them? Well, depending on when this one goes up, you're most likely going to see my book haul before this. And yeah, I have auto-buy authors. Just even looking at my shelves, like Colleen Hoover, S.A. Cosby, Riley Sager. There's a lot. And actually one of my auto-buy authors used to be Nicholas Sparks. Kind of leaning away from that. But yeah, there's a lot of them. Like, I had no idea what S.A. Cosby's new book was about, but I knew I was getting it because I really like his writing. So yeah, I've definitely ordered without absolutely knowing anything. So are you more likely to pick up a book if it includes a specific element or theme? Sometimes. I am a sucker for a book based at like a summer camp or like in the camping field. I'm actually in the process of working on a video idea about that. And so certain things, yes. But then definitely certain things, no. There are certain topics that I'm just not interested in, and so I more than likely won't pick them up. Now, a lot of times I think that also coincides with just genres that I'm not interested in. But yeah, it definitely depends, but sometimes. Do you ever read a book that has generally negative reviews just to form your own opinion of it? I think this is another one that it depends. If it's a book I have already picked up, I am more apt to probably give it a try. There's only been a few instances where I picked up the book and then just got rid of it because the reviews were so bad. One I can think of off the top of my head, because I just saw someone talk about it, was Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty. I heard that was bad, so I just decided not to pick it up because it wasn't an author that I had read a lot from anyway. But, you know, and then in other instances, there's so many books lately that have been hit or miss for people. Like, I loved the book Happy Place, and I'm so glad I didn't let others' negative reviews influence me, because I really enjoyed my read. And so, but I didn't read it because other people thought it was, or that they didn't like it. So yeah, I don't know, I guess it depends, but I don't necessarily pick up a book just to form my own opinion of it. I wouldn't buy it to form my own opinion of it, so I guess there's that. All right, do you ever buy a book just because another booktuber or book blogger has reviewed it and talked a lot about it? I think we can all collectively answer this one. Yes. I don't know how many times I've said, this is because of so-and-so or so-and-so. Like, all of my favorite booktubers have influenced me to buy a book at some point. Audrey, Chapter and Verse, I am blaming you, because I have an entire Goodreads like list just because of Audrey. So, and I mean that with the utmost respect, because I'm so thankful for all her recommendations. But yeah, I would be lying if I said I haven't bought a book just because I've heard somebody else talk about it. So, and then, is there anyone whose book recommendations you will generally always trust? Audrey at Chapter and Verse. I love Lindsay's little library. We have a very similar reading taste, I think, especially when it comes to our thrillers. And I generally trust a few of the people that I like share books with too. I won't name them by names because they're friends of mine, but I know there's some people that I work with or friends of mine that I can say like, oh, you read that book? Okay, I definitely need to pick it up. So, and yeah, that looks to be the last of the questions for this book tag. Like I said, it was kind of short and sweet and just a fun way to get to know a little bit more about my reading. What would some of your answers to these questions be? Let me know in the comments below, and I apologize if I have influenced you to buy anything, but I think that's just the way BookTube works. So, as always, if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.